put on a pair of jeans the other day that I used to struggle to get into, and it was just, oh, there you go, they're on. And to learn the steps and learn the process, because it's something that you can do forever. Like their alcohol, I have beer frequently, and I was able to lose 30 pounds and still have a beer when I wanted it.
Where were you before we started?
I was at right at 282 pounds, which was not actually my heaviest. My heaviest was 294, but I want to get back down into at least, the 180s, because that's where I can remember like feeling good before. And so I just wasn't ever able to make any progress. So, you'd lose 5 pounds and that would be it. And then I'd end up gaining weight back. So I was just looking for something that would be lasting and would continue seeing progress.
What kind of things did we implement for you?
Well, you implemented, first of all, following the macros and understanding how, even though the protein's really high to begin with, it's to keep your muscles from losing that muscle as you're losing the fat. And so at least you had an understanding of why you were doing what you were doing. And so I thought that was helpful, lifting and the cardio. And both of those were very doable. And then, about halfway through, I asked you to increase my weight ratios on that. And so I did 4 days instead of 3 days. And I actually found that was helpful. But I don't think I could have done the 4 days to begin with. Yeah, I do. I felt like I needed to progress. And like even now recently, I've been adding a little bit more cardio than what I was doing before. But I do find that like if I do my walks as opposed to a cardio workout, I tend to do better that week if I get my walk in as opposed to the cardio. So I'm not walking.
Yeah. Stay inside on those days. So Wendy, if you are comfortable with talking about it, what were the results or your outcomes?
I've lost 30 pounds, and so I feel better. I mean, just in general, I feel better. And I think for us women especially, I don't necessarily see it myself when I look in the mirror that I've lost that much weight. But I've had people comment that it looks like I'm losing weight, and they can tell that something's different. And my clothes definitely fit better. So like I put on a pair of jeans the other day that I used to struggle to get into, and it was just, oh, there you go, they're on. And so it's like, okay, there is progress, and there are clothes that I can wear now that I wasn't able to wear before. And I feel like I have more energy and just able to do things a little bit easier. And so, and that's a lot of what I was looking for, was just feeling better and just, I don't know, fitting in things better. So when you're bigger, it's hard to fit into, some chairs at work and that kind of thing where they just dig into your thighs and that kind of stuff.
If someone were on the fence about joining our program, what would you tell them?
If you don't put the effort in, you're not going to see the results. But if you really do want to make some changes, and that are not really that difficult of changes, but it is definitely a change. You have to put it in your mind that you are going to make some changes, especially dietary-wise, and active-wise, too. I mean, if you've never been active, you're going to have to put some effort in to do that. Otherwise, you're just not going to see that much, I don't think. But, I mean, if you're willing to put the effort in, I think it's worth it to learn the steps and learn the process, because it's something that you can do forever. So it's not something that you're going to do for you're not going to do it for 4 weeks and then say, oh, the program's done, now I'm going to go back to where I was. That's not the point of the program. The point of the program is to learn how to do things better and to give your body and still be able to live a full life. Because, I mean, I don't think I mentioned it, but, I mean, for people that like their alcohol, I have beer frequently on my plan, and I just plan it in there. I figure I'm going to drink some carbs that day, and so that's what my plan is, and that's what I do. So, and I was able to lose 30 pounds and still have a beer when I wanted it.
I love to hear that.
So, and I mean, Justin talks about too, especially with your alcohol, there's different calories for different alcohols. Well, I like dark beer, and then that costs me to drink that dark beer, but it's worth it for me, so I will plan it in when I feel like it, and that's what I do. Yep, and that's the beauty of it. So if I know that we're going out for a wedding or something, and you're going to be having wedding cake and all sorts of stuff that, you just plan accordingly, and it's like, all right, well, we're going to get protein in early. And keep everything else low, and then you can have what you need at that wedding feast or whatever. So
awesome, Wendy. Well, I'm really proud of you. You've come really far. We love seeing the progress.